lot of Nvidia misinformation is out there. A German retailer allegedly is going to insolvency, and AMD's MSRP is over. It's dead. Long live the one day. Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host. We're gonna be going over the hottest tech news I can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast this Friday, March 7th, 2025. I'm a little discombobulated. I've been up since 1 a.m., had to make a trip to the hospital. We got back way earlier than I was expecting, so I am here filming an episode of Hot News. To all the people who are about to comment, Brett, you didn't have to do it. I know, I chose to do it, so thank you for being here. Just a reminder, we will, in about a month, have a PC giveaway over on Twitch, twitch.tv/UFD Tech. We have an RTX 5080 9800 X3D PC that we're giving away, as well as the Falcon Northwest Assassin's Creed Shadow PC giveaway, which you can check out linked in the video description below. Speaking of checking things out, you gotta do some fact checking when it comes to reports that are being surrounded with Nvidia right now, because there's a lot of doom and gloom, some, brought on by the fact that they are not forthright in their communication and problems are being discovered on their own. And, when you don't communicate to your customers, people are gonna happen to believe the worst about you, especially when bad things come out that you were hiding. But there are a couple of stories that we're going to discuss. Number one, reports were coming out that Nvidia's laptops were delayed because they didn't have the full ROPs. This is the same issue that we saw affecting the 5070 Ti and up, of it missing the render output units and thereby giving it slower performance. There were reports that Nvidia's laptops were being delayed due to potential issues, and now, according to one source, it actually was because of those ROP issues that we were seeing on the desktop graphics cards. However, Nvidia has come out with a statement essentially saying that this is not something that's happening. It's not happening to laptops. Companies can check the ROPs as they're shipping out their laptops, but there's no further issues on this. There's no GPUs with fewer ROPs hitting the channel, at least according to Nvidia, which, they did own up to the ROPs issue immediately. They still really haven't addressed the RTX 5090 melting power connector issue at all, as far as I'm aware, but they are facing the ROP issue head on. And so if they're saying this, hopefully it ends up being true once these laptops end up hitting the market. But in case you have a laptop that needs to hit the market, or you want to pick one up off the market, you should check out today's video sponsor, because I know for a fact you've heard me talk about Jawa before, but just in case you still don't know, Jawa is the absolute #1 place to buy and sell PC components on the interwebs. Everything from individual components to ready-to-game pre-builds are waiting for you. Jawa prides themselves on being able to offer gamers exactly what they need, with security and privacy at the center of every transaction. Whether you're the buyer or the seller, all information is safe and secure, making for a convenient experience. Also, all listings you see on Jawa are reviewed by a real, live person, so you know you're getting exactly what you see. As an even further level of insurance, certain sellers can be officially verified by Jawa, so when you purchase from them, you have an even greater level of trust. For instance, like when I was trying to get rid of that nasty old 4070 Ti I upgraded from last month, Jawa made it super easy. I just slapped in my GPU specs and I had Jawa throwing money my way. It seriously takes just a few minutes, and I was well on my way to a better card or even a fully built PC. With prices so high and stock nowhere to be found, Jawa is really coming in strong with pre-builts and used cards. Jawa's trade-in service also works the same for CPUs, where you can either sell your components to Jawa to get some cold hard cash or trade it in towards another component you find on jawa.gg. And as always, if you need PC help, suggestions on value, or need to understand what your best upgrade is, Jawa's Discord is full of fellow PC enthusiasts ready to offer a helping hand. So you can check out what an upgrade through Jawa can look like for you by exploring their trade-in program today. Use the link in the description to get started on your upgrade right now. Also, don't forget to use code UFD10 for 10% off, up to $10. Thanks to Jawa for sponsoring today's video. So, we talked about the ROP issue on the laptops as being alleged misinformation. Now we have another one to address, which is that there was a fire hazard recall being issued on RTX 5090s in certain locations because of the melting power connectors. Now, this is not to say that there aren't melting power connectors happening on the 5090s, but a retailer did confirm to their customer that Nvidia has recalled a large number of video cards due to various safety issues. We currently have 5 units of this model in stock, but they have all been returned due to an increased fire hazard. In this situation, we do not give priority to anyone. All customers are treated equally based on the rank and where pre-ordering or ordering the video cards. So this is a source that Kit Guru got about somebody who was trying to work out a GPU deal with a retailer. They said, hey, we're having problems with this because of a recall. Kit Guru actually ended up doing some deep dive driving with that retailer and found out that even though the email appears to be real, where they did say that to the customer, they were not being forthright, like it's not true. I don't want to just come out and accuse them of lying, but it's a weird situation. So Kit Guru saying that the retailer has retracted that statement, with the Kit Guru editor-in-chief saying, we'll update our story now. However, I would consider telling a customer that 5 times MSR RTX 5090 cards returned due to a fire hazard recall is a little more serious than a simple email miscommunication, which is what the retailer ended up basing it on. So Nvidia still has problems with their RTX 50 series, but there's a negativity bias that's surrounding Nvidia right now. So I want us to just always kind of take it with a understanding that not everything you read on the internet is true. I heard Abraham Lincoln said that. So, you know, we should definitely believe in that. And Intel believes in their partnership with TSMC, with them coming out and saying that even though their 18 angstrom fabrication facility should be up and running sometime soon and good, they're still gonna work with TSMC for a considerable number of their products. Saying that a year ago, they were talking about getting TSMC down to 0% of their total products as quickly as possible, but that's no longer the strategy because they got rid of their former CEO. He retired, and his strategy is no longer Intel's strategy. So they're a great supplier. There's healthy competition because they're working together, and they currently have 30% of their products outsourced to TSMC. Maybe it might be 20, 15 in the future, but they're gonna work together. It's gonna be amicable. It's gonna be beautiful. 2 countries of different chip productions fusing together, just like we do here on Hot News. Me in the US, Reece in South Africa. Fusion of deals.
Yo, welcome back to UFD Deals, bringing the hottest tech deals on the internet. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday, and to make up for the $5 SSD that so many of you missed out on yesterday, I have this at least. It's a speedy boy this time. It's the Crucial P310. With this 1TB NVMe M.2 SSD going for $62.99 with included promo code, making it $12 off. And then something you can actually put that in is the Asus ROG Ally. With the model featuring the Ryzen Z1 Extreme and 512 gigs of storage, you can currently grab that for $449.99, making it $200 off. And hey, with that, the deals are done. You can find these and more linked in the video description down below. But until next time, I'm gonna hand you off back to Brett for the rest of your hot news. Cheers.
Well, Reece, I don't know what the deal is going on with Mindfactory over in Germany. They're one of the largest tech retailers over in that country. And according to reports that are coming out right now, they are going to be announcing insolvency in the upcoming days. This is coming after they delisted a whole bunch of items from their website, specifically RTX cards. There's a lot of AMD RX cards still available on their website, but Igor from Igor's Lab saying that he is well informed within the German circles and that they're gonna announce insolvency, which is not quite the same thing as bankruptcy. So there could still be reorganization of Mindfactory, but Mindfactory, major company in Germany. We have several members of our community who are based in Germany who have purchased 9800 X3Ds from them. So they're very important in the community. Additionally, they are also one of the only retailers that I'm aware publishes weekly reports of how many products of each they sold. So you could see the ratio of AMD to Intel CPUs, AMD to Nvidia GPUs, and that it gave us a complete picture. So if there's trouble there, unfortunately, I'm not happy about that. That doesn't seem to be a good thing. I hope they can resolve it. And AMD has resolved to not announce things with their headquarters. They're announcing things over in China. We found out the price and the release date of the RX 9000 series from AMD China, and now we're finding out the release date of the Ryzen 9 X3D chips. We knew it was going to be in March, and now according to AMD China, it's going to be March 12th. So in less than a week, you should be able to pick up one of these high-end X3D chips from AMD. And I hope you were able to pick up an RX 9000 series GPU yesterday, because if you were not able to, with the launch, you're going to have a bad time moving forward. So Dr. Lisa Su posting this picture of her holding various different GPUs that were definitely in stock at various places. I was at the hospital, as I mentioned, and I was still able to pick up a 9070 and a 9070 XT 20 minutes after launch, which is way different than it was with Nvidia. I forgot that it was rolling over to 9 o'clock, and I only looked at my phone at 9:20, went on to Newegg, picked up a couple cards, Bob's your uncle, and we're gonna have them for review moving forward. But even though I got them at a good price, turns out that's not gonna be happening anymore, with many retailers coming out and confirming that AMD's MSRP is dead. It's over. It was yesterday only. It was a limited MSRP run for the first shipment of each model. So the MSRP cards of $549 and $599 are done. A lot of third-party cards were higher, but it apparently looks like they might even get higher than that. And their second shipment of Power Color already came in, and so the prices on things like the Reaper model were higher prices to begin with. And the MSRP amount was capped at a few hundred, so prices are going to increase on all of the cards that were MSRP. The ones that you could get today, who knows how much that's going to affect anything that was slightly above MSRP, but it just looks like it was a celebration of one day. They did slightly better than Nvidia. They gave us one moment, one opportunity to go to the store and grab them, and now it's just everybody who wants them later. Too bad you weren't ordering as soon as they opened. I personally did not get a $600 MSRP version of the 9070 XT. I didn't want one. I wanted one of the different looking 9070 XTs, so that's the one I picked up. I think it was about $100 more. That's what I decided to pick up ahead of time, so I wasn't bummed when I didn't get the MSRP version, but I did get an MSRP version of the 9070. So if you weren't there getting the GPUs, you're gonna pay a higher price moving forward. And I'm gonna move forward with a comment from yesterday's episode of Hot News. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of comments. I'm exhausted. I wanna go home, so I'm gonna do that. We got a movie saying, so right after watching your video, I managed to purchase an RX 9070 XT at launch at MSRP as well. Wow, what a feeling. I'm not being scalped. Congratulations. I wanna leave this on a high note. I'm glad you got it. Hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy my cards when they arrive, and I'm gonna enjoy sleep. I'll see you back here on Tuesday for more hot news, but we will have a couple videos going live this weekend for UFD Tech. We've got a lot of things going on behind the scenes. We've got new team members for both production and editing, so we're gonna hopefully have more videos kind of rolling out that aren't just hot news. I'm excited. The future of UFD Tech is looking, I was gonna say bright, but it's gonna look dark because I'm closing my eyes. See you later.